Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. We're back today with Sunday's instalment. We've got a series of questions to do today, and we'll also be going outside of the garden to show you some plants with a special significance to Charlotte. But first we're going to get through the questions that have been asked recently on the YouTube videos. The first one asks, could you please make a playlist of Charlotte's videos in chronological order if it's not too much trouble? I don't know how much trouble that would be. It might be really easy or it might be really simple. I'd have to look into it. However, if you do just go on Charlotte's channel and go on all videos, they will be in chronological order because they are in the order they are uploaded anyway. So that might be the best way of doing that if you're interested in watching all of them in a chronological sequence.
Another question that we've had, I'm really sorry because again I forgot to put the name and I am trying to remember to put names in. This person asked, actually this was at the end of May, I'd love to know more about what else you do to remember and celebrate Charlotte's life and comfort yourselves during this difficult grieving process. What I did shortly after Charlotte passed away, some friends of mine, rather than give me flowers, actually bought some beautiful roses which I've looked after and nurtured, and a small magnolia tree, and I've since I had some vouchers from somebody to buy some other plants, so I've managed to buy some really, really nice plants which mean an awful lot to me, and including a yellow Charlotte rose, which is my absolute favourite because it's blooming so well at the moment, and in fact on the downs now I've stopped taking the tulips, and in fact I'm just taking yellow roses because they do seem to, funnily enough, do last a bit longer than the tulips, so I'm very, very pleased with that. And Miles, how do you think you remember Charlotte?
I suppose in one's attitude to life, I guess, with someone who showed so much grit and determination, it doesn't really leave a lot of excuses for other people not to try and achieve what they want, no matter what size or how distant that goal may be. If Charlotte did so much against the most possible adversity, then I think it spurs me on in admiration of what she did, I think. And as you said, we've got the plants which I will show you guys now too, and you can have a look at those.
Okay, so this first one that I've got is a camellia, which actually I bought in memory of my mother because she died less than 5 weeks after Charlotte. This is the Charlotte rose, which is the most beautiful yellow rose, and in fact there were some blooms this morning, but I've had to cut them off because they were slightly dying. This was given to me also by a very good friend of mine, a beautiful pink rose, and this is a magnolia tree. This olive tree, somebody had very kindly given me some vouchers to buy and plant in memory of Charlotte. So I bought this olive tree, and it's a rather nice stone pot, which I want Miles to have later on, so hopefully it will grow into a huge olive tree, which is what I'm hoping. And this one I already had anyway, and that I purchased recently again because I wanted another plant in memory of Charlotte. So this is sort of Charlotte's plants, I suppose. But I look after these and they give me a lot of pleasure. Obviously, something else which, you know, gives us comfort is knowing that we are trying to carry on her channel. We are trying to make people aware of what a horrible, horrible cancer this is. I've started sort of looking at universities in the UK because I'm interested to know exactly how many clinical trials are being run for glioblastoma, and I don't think there are that many. I'm hoping to get in contact with the University of Bristol next week. I've been given a link name there. And what we would like to do is hopefully to raise, start a charity, Charlotte's Legacy, for glioblastoma, but we would like the money to directly go to a clinical trial, so we would know exactly what we're funding, where it was going. So we're keen to start doing that in Charlotte's memory because I think that's something that she would have wanted us to do, and it's something we feel passionate about. Glioblastoma actually represents 27% of all brain tumours and 80% of all malignant brain tumours. So it is very much there at the forefront of brain tumours. So hopefully, you know, keep watching the videos, and I'll be able to feed back any information I do hear from universities, or the stuff that we've at least found out about trials that are going on. Backtracking slightly to last week when we talked about Charlotte's symptoms, I actually looked through her diary entry. I don't want to sort of read loads of her diary entry out because we're still working on it and we've still got quite a bit to do. But I think it is important that I actually say to you exactly what she wrote, because obviously it was her having the pain. I couldn't experience the pain for her. So this is just a bit about what she says about how the pain was with her symptoms. So 2 trips later to the same doctor, I was told it was just anxiety. By this time the headaches were all the time and my left arm ached a lot. My arm felt like it was going to fall off, it felt so heavy. I couldn't lie on my front in bed. Whenever I tried to, I would get an excruciating headache and felt sick. I couldn't hold the position. I knew something was up. I said to my parents that I had a brain tumour. Obviously they didn't know what to respond with. Everyone thinks they can't be touched by cancer. I thought I couldn't. My mother and I went to see the doctor one last time on Monday the 15th of July 2013. I was in incredible pain. I could feel my shoulder. I couldn't feel my shoulders. My shoulders were rock hard and felt like someone had stuck a knife into them. It was painful to move. Both my arms also ached and were numb. My doctor said that he would refer me to the headache clinic, but there could be a wait up to 6 months. I accepted the offer and he was going to contact the clinic. He also gave me another medication. I can't remember what it was called. I remember going to the supermarket pharmacy after the appointment to get the medication and being in immense pain. The pain was so bad that I was crying. My mother did not know what to do. We waited for the medication. Obviously this is just Charlotte's journey with her brain tumour, but I just feel that it's important. Those were her symptoms for her brain tumour with the spinal diffusion. So I just wanted to put that in for people.
We've also got a slight shift in schedule to make you guys aware of. We're not going to be doing this Wednesday's video we haven't actually got the time to do it at the moment. We're both
no, Miles has just come back from Sweden, as everybody knows, and Miles is off again to London next Saturday, and at the moment it's quite busy. We're keen to do them later, and we may have to do it maybe every other week.
But only one, by the time we've gone to work and then you've gone to see Charlotte, we've both gone to see Charlotte, then it's about 5 and it's very tight for us to then...
Yes, it's all
to
the
get it
editing
done.
and everything. But obviously, you know, if people sort of say, well, we really would like you to do a Wednesday video on such and such, please put your suggestions in.
Yeah, even if they were on maybe smaller, very kind of specific topics, then we could probably manage that. It's doing the 10-minute videos, which is most time consuming, and we finding it quite difficult to fit them in around work and whatever else.
Yeah. So next week will be the start of Charlotte's journey, and we hope to make it as informative as possible. Obviously we'll be, you know, covering small bits at a time because it is an immense journey, but we hope that it will be significant to glioblastoma and maybe people that are looking up about that particular type of cancer.
Yep, so we hope to see you again next Sunday, as you said, and we hope that you find this new chapter of our videos that we're beginning both engaging and informative, because that's what we really want this channel to be. And as we say, this is going to be the beginning of our recount of Charlotte's journey, so it should be an interesting first episode, and hopefully the ensuing instalments, as they will take quite some time to tell the whole story, will be equally as interesting and candid. Yeah, because you don't want to sugarcoat anything, because Charlotte doesn't want to do that either. So thank you for watching, and we will see you on Sunday, and I hope you guys have the best possible week. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Bye.